Hi, so this is how I put fondant on my cakes. So I have some black fondant here. I'm going to roll out. Oops. Okay. My elbow is killing me, so it's taking me a little longer to roll out than normal. Okay. I have all the items that I need. My fondant smoothers. Okay. Some people weigh their fondant. I don't find that necessary. To me, it's just a waste of time because if you don't weigh correctly, sometimes you may come out with not enough fondant, and then you're going to have to re-knead it and re-roll it. So it basically just comes with experience. Once you've covered enough cakes, then you know how much fondant you should roll out. My cake is in the cooler, and it's been chilling with its final frosting coat that I put on it. Okay. So now I have my turntable. I'm getting my cake out. So I do just a little pass around the board just to make sure it's clean. Now this is a chilled cake, so it is hard. It's not gonna get all over the cake. So what I do is I put my rolling pin here. I pick up my cake, my fondant. And then I lay it right over my cake. If I have too much on the edge here, then I just cut it off because it's just annoying. Ball it up, put it back in your fondant. Okay. Then smooth it out a little on the top, just to get rid of any air bubbles. Now this cake is going to be covered with a lot of flowers. And then I just stretch out the fondant a little bit so it doesn't have any creases or anything. Okay. And then little by little I'm going to work my way around. So I'm just going to cup my hand and start going down. If it starts creasing, just undo it. Cut my hand, and as I pass, I keep on going a little bit further down. If I see it starts creasing, just open it up. And then eventually, once I get the top as far down as I want, then I just do the whole thing all the way down. So my hand is cupped again all the way down. Open it up, cut my hand all the way down. Open it up, cut my hand all the way down. And this is how I go all around the cake. Open it up, cut my my hand all the way down. Now this method, you do have to be a little careful, because if you're a little bit too heavy-handed, you can wind up cracking it all around here. So just be firm, but have a gentle hand. Okay. And that has happened to me many of times. Many of times. Okay. I can do it left or right. Sometimes that's things that you learn. You can learn how to do it with your left hand. You learn how to do it with your right hand, whichever one you feel is easier. If you're left-handed, obviously you're going to do it this way. Just cup your hand and do it the same way as you would right. Stretch it out, cup your hand, and put it around. Now once you have it basically all cupped around, that you put your hands all around it, then I just put my hand around it and smooth it out some. Okay, now I'm going to get my fondant smoother, and I'm going to do a pass around with a fondant smoother. And I'm going to get my knife and just cut all around it, just to remove all this excess fondant, because it's really not needed unless you're going to cover the board with black fondant. In that case, you would just stretch it out and then cut it off here, and then you have your board covered in black. But I'm not doing that. Okay, and then I just break it off. Always remember to re-knead your fondant before you put it back into the container. You want to condition it. Sometimes if you don't need it and there's something in it, then powder or something like that, cornstarch, it can make that area dry up. Okay, so once it's re-kneaded, goes back into the container, the fondant container. Okay, and now I'm going to smooth it some more. This part doesn't matter because it's going to be covered with something. This is just powdered cornstarch, it's not broken. Okay, so now the last thing I'm going to do is I want to get a little bit of an edge to it. This one's not coming out perfect, but you get the idea. And now I'm going to put this one up against this one on the top, and you're going to push together. Push together. You're going to push this one into this one. This one's not moving. And this gives you a better edge to your cake, unless you wanted it up to be a little round. Some cakes do call for it, some cakes don't. Some people like a nice edge, some people really don't care. It just is a matter of preference of what you want your cakes to look like at the top. The more you do this little part here doesn't really matter, it's going to be covered up. Like I said in a previous video, you don't need to be scared of the cake. Just about anything can be fixed. Now let me tell you, if you ever do have a cake and it's done and it has a rip in it and you're like, oh my God, it's done, and now there's a little rip or hole in it, your quick fix for that is this. Whatever fondant you're using, you get some of that and you mix it with some warm water, and you just start mixing and mixing and mixing, and it turns into a paste. That paste, you get a little spatula and you put it over the hole and you leave it, and it will dry and it will mix with your cake. If it has a little bit of a shine to it once it's dry, just paint it with a little bit of cornstarch and then brush it off. It takes off the shine. And then just continue to do this till you get to the top, how you want it. that is it. I will be giving some classes on flowers later on. These are just gum paste roses. And I'll be doing some classes on gum paste roses. These are different sizes that I'm using for this cake. These are small ones. These are large. These are medium. Next time you're in the grocery store and you are in the apple or pear section and you see that they have these, get them and save them. We can use these for the flower class when I have them. And this is the flower here. And this is what I use as a flower former for large flowers. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed this video. And give me some thumbs up. If you have any questions, just please send me a message. Thank you.